What's up, everyone? It's KB, and I love movies. Welcome to my first live stream. Um, be patient with me. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to try to get through this. We'll get a chance to go through any comments before we get started with the questions, and then we'll come back at the end and we'll look through the rest of them. But joining me on the conversation today, we have fellow BluTuber and physical media collector. You know him. He's Mr. Marty McFly. He's Mr. Let's Get It, Let's Go. We have Alex Thomas joining us.
What's going on, you guys?
You know I have to throw that in there.
Yeah, I need to hurry but make that into a t-shirt. That's gonna be like the once I start doing merch, that's gonna be the first thing I have to put on
You got
t-shirts.
to.
Yeah, I
You
got to,
got
man.
to,
That's
man.
that's that's my thing. I've been saying that for a long time too. So you guys didn't know, I was doing gameplay first. That's what I did
Hmm.
first. If you talk to D4K D Ray, he said he kind of had the same path as me. We first started doing gameplay, and then I got into doing like the physical media and Blu-ray hunting and stuff like that. And I've always been saying, "Let's get it, let's go." Back then, like it just been a turn that stuck with me. So yeah,
Yeah, everybody knows it. It's like when you hear it, it's like, oh, that's Alex.
yeah, yep,
It's
yep.
like we know two things about you. We know that term, and we know your love for that thing we got going on in the background there.
Right, right.
So the way we normally do this is we like to start with a non-movie question, and then we'll get into the movie stuff. And since this is supposed to be the five takes, I don't know. I feel like we're gonna end up doing a full conversation
Hmm.
between you and I, just because how we've been vibing backstage and everything. So
Right.
we'll see how it goes. But before we get started, let's see who's in here first of all. We got my man, Brother Dell. What's up? What's up?
Up there.
We have Miss Mika. How you doing,
Hey, Mika.
sis? We got Holland Oates.
What's
What's
going on,
going
Holland?
on? Emmett.
What
What's
up,
going
Emmett?
on? What's up? We got Mama Blu-ray in the house, y'all.
Mama Blu-ray always in the chat.
Love it, love it. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off with a question first, and then we'll get into the movie stuff. So, I try to keep things unique when I come up with these questions, and I'm like, what's a non-movie question I could hit Alex with? So, I'm going to ask you this. What's the truest statement in your opinion? A, Michael Jackson is the greatest musical artist of all time. Or B, Thriller is the greatest pop album of all time.
Both. I mean, real
Nah,
talk.
man,
It's
you got to
both,
go
bro.
with one. You
It's
got to
both,
go with
man.
one.
It's both, man. You asking the wrong person. Could you see
I
what's up at the
know.
top right
I
there,
know.
man? And Thriller just celebrated its 40th anniversary. Like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my god.
It's
Um,
amazing.
it
Still
like
one of
real
the
talk.
greatest albums of all time.
It's both. I'm sorry, it's both. I believe Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all time. Like he's the
Hmm.
greatest entertainer. And when I said we're not talking about his personal life because like people I like to separate the art,
Art from the
from the
artist.
artist. Yeah, like if you were talking about
Hmm.
just specifically what he does as a career, he's the goat, man. A lot of people emulated what he did. He set a lot of fashion trends that a lot of people don't do, but if you look at him as a person, that's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And like I said, Thriller is probably my favorite album. Like I love most of his albums. Invincible
Yeah.
is definitely one that's slept on. I tell everybody,
Slept.
listen to
Slept.
Invincible. If you want to hear Michael Jackson really sing, listen to
Hmm.
that album, man. He really puts his heart and soul into that one. And
I'll
history,
give
history
you.
is another one that's
Oh
not
yeah.
it's slept on. It's really slept on. But yeah,
I,
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Like you guys know, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Trust me, when he passed away, I was devastated. I was
mm,
one of those ones that were literally bawling at the
hmm.
computer screen while downloading every single one of his songs onto
Hmm.
my MP3 player at the time. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's
Quick story. I was just every once in a while I'll just remember I have like free access to music videos, and
yeah,
I just start playing them, and I found the long version of "You Rock My World,"
yeah.
and I started watching, with Chris Tucker. That was the time
Hmm.
they were hanging out, and my wife said, "I never heard the song before." And I was like, what? I ended up playing that. I ended up playing the Jay-Z remix from the S. Carter. I just
Mhm.
went in. It was like, you got to know this song. This is Black Michael here. This
Yeah.
R&B Michael.
Yeah, it's like that's another thing. He set the trends for the mini movie music videos, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
he set the bar, like going from Thriller to the people who don't even know there's a long version of the Bad video with Wesley Snipes in that. There's a
Yeah.
longer version of The Way You Make Me Feel. Like we always see just the cut up version, but there's extended versions of most of these songs that we don't see now
Yep.
because they cut them. But yeah, man, it's you know, yeah, that's my guy, man. That's my guy. That's my guy, man.
All right, we got to bring it back to talking movies and
All
physical
right.
media. I will make this transition though. The making of Thriller needs to be on Blu-ray or 4K like now.
I need it. I need it. I literally just bought Moonwalker on Blu-ray. I found it in the wild. I bought that.
I saw that.
Obviously I got The Wiz on Blu-ray, and I got
Hmm.
obviously This Is It is on Blu-ray, so I got that
Yeah.
too. And now also they have it's a DVD set. It's not a Blu-ray set of all his music videos. I have that as
Hmm.
well. It's called Michael Jackson's. Dang, what's it called? Where is it? I'm gonna just grab it because I got it with my Blu-rays because it's in the size of a Blu-ray case. But it's called Michael Jackson's Vision.
Nice.
If you didn't know, it's you can't really see, but it's a lenticular case too, like so it like moves. But
I like that.
But yeah, this is almost every single video. They don't have the Ghost full length video, which I do not like. I wish it had it, but it doesn't have it.
Hmm.
And then it doesn't have the full version. No, yeah, that's the only one it doesn't have is Ghost. It don't have the full version of Ghost, which I'm very upset because that video is awesome as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Before we transfer completely into talking movies, let's talk about YouTube for a second.
Let's go.
You have a saying at the end of most of your videos, and I have to tell you, we have a running bet in my house because no one is sure about what you say. These are two possibilities here. One is I am honest with you guys, like I'm telling you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is I'm on this, ON, with you guys. What are you actually saying at the end of every video?
What I'm saying is I'm out on this one, you guys. Peace out.
OUT.
OUT. I'm out
All right.
on this one. So maybe it's just my pronunciation of the actual word because I'm saying it so fast. But usually that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm out on this one, you guys. Peace out. That's what I say at every single video. And like that's another thing I've been saying for so long. So it's let's get it, let's go. I think someone made a joke like let's take a shot every time he says let's get it, let's go. It's like
you're a drinking game now.
Maybe I just need to stop doing it because you guys will probably be drunk if I said it.
No. Do you be yourself.
For sure.
Say it every time.
For sure.
It comes to you. You're in the store. You're in the car. You're going in.
That's what it is. It just be I'll be so in it about going out, so I just be like, man, let's get it, let's go.
Yeah, there's like an elation. I think like it doesn't even have to be Tuesday. You could just be out and just looking at stuff, and there's like an elation, a serotonin rush of, oh, I found this. Oh, look at this price. Oh man, I haven't seen this in a long time. Like, if I ever come across the original Battle of the Planets, like the Gotcha Man series, I'm a freak out. I'm gonna be Mr. Let's Get It, Let's Go, because that's like a grail for me. Like the original Japanese Gotcha Man. That would be dope.
Right.
But you've been in YouTube for a little while now. So for you, how has YouTube changed for collectors since you started?
So, like I said earlier, I started doing gameplay first. So I was doing video games first. And then I remember when I was watching other people, like I was watching like the Flick Pick. He used to do Blu-ray. He just did a Blu-ray collection video, but he was doing a lot of Flick Pick hunting and stuff like that for Blu-rays and stuff. And then obviously I was watching Durant Cinema. He was doing the same thing. And I did my first video doing Blu-rays was doing my little Blu-ray collection I had. I did a Blu-ray collection video. Then I started doing Blu-ray update videos, like showing what I bought. I was never actually going out to the stores first. And So when I first started doing Blu-ray hunting videos, it was last year actually. I just now started doing the Blu-ray hunting videos because I didn't know I can actually go out and do it. I didn't know how comfortable I felt actually recording because that I have a lot
Mhm.
of people ask me, how do you feel when you go into the store and you'll be filming? And I would just tell people, just do it, just go
Yeah.
ahead and do it. If they tell you to stop recording, okay, they tell you to stop. But I mean,
Right.
like worst case scenario is have an AirPod in your ear and act like you're talking on the phone. That's what could be looking like you're doing. You have an AirPod in. Yeah, have an AirPod in. Most people just think you're talking on the phone if you're talking into the camera. And you can just
Mhm.
tell people like, oh, I'm just showing this to somebody. Like that's what you can
Yeah.
just say. But uh YouTube it's changed a lot. Clearly, they've changed some of the rules, especially when it comes to monetization, watch times, and all that stuff. I think at a point in time I had to remonetize my channel because they changed the rules. Like you had to have a certain amount of
Mm.
time watched, some amount of views. And I think I reached the goal, but then they changed the goal. So I've been doing YouTube specifically since 2014. So I've been on here for a while, and to hit 5,000 subscribers, it was everything to me, man. It was. I've been really pushing my channel hard since 2020. Like I was doing stuff, and I took like a little break, but then like at the end of 2020, I was like, man, I'm about to do this. Let me do this. Let me go ahead
Yeah.
and just get into this, man, because I do enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy meeting other collectors.
Mhm.
I feel like sometimes I'm in like a box because like some of my now obviously I have friends that I could talk to now about physical media, but before I didn't have friends to talk about this stuff. I would
Yeah.
literally just be in my own little corner. And now, I have other people I can talk to. I can hit people up, and talk about this stuff. And it feels good.
Yeah. Hit somebody up, say, "Yo, you saw that new trailer?" Blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah blah.
yeah. Or you got this
Or
new
do,
release,
yeah, do a trailer reaction together or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. There's something special about the film community on a whole
Hmm.
because you share that common love, but then more specifically the niche that we have as physical media collectors, because I mean there's movie lovers that don't own a DVD. So
Right.
but us, it's a combination of things. It's that love of film, and
Hmm.
then it's also the love of grabbing something off your shelf and
Right.
putting it in and so forth.
For sure.
Talking about that, you go out pretty much every Tuesday, more or less, or you get your deals through the mail or half price book, whatever it is.
Hmm.
What has been your greatest find when you were hunting, like at the exchange or wherever else you've been?
So I love telling this story too. Um, I don't know if you guys can see it. So that is the 4 film Batman collection, Steelbook collection right there. It has Batman and Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. So I think at the time it was selling at Best Buy for like $90 or something like that. And I was like, I did not want to pay
Hmm.
that price for it. And then I think it was out of print, so it was sold out. And then I go into the exchange, it's like around my birthday, and I saw it sitting on the shelf. And I'm like, is that price right? And I still left the sticker on there. I'm gonna grab it. Hold on, let me just grab it so I can show you this price. I love telling the
Do
story
it.
because it's hilarious. Grab my wand.
While
Sorry,
you do
wand.
that, I'll say what's up to Mel. What's going on, Killa?
All right. So I'm gonna show you this right now. So you guys can see
That's
that price.
dope.
It says
Oh,
$25 on it.
damn.
So yeah, and this is out of print now. I don't think you can buy this now, but I left
No,
the
I
sticker on there specifically because I got it for that price. And
yeah.
also, I had a birthday discount. So if you go to the exchange, you sign up with their awards program,
Hmm.
they give you like a discount for your birthday. So I used the discount as well. So I got it less than $25. And the only thing it didn't have a digital copy, which I was fine with. I'm like, okay, I got the
Hmm.
steelbook collection is 4K, and this is probably my best find I've ever had. Like this is
Yeah.
probably the best find ever,
I
man.
just got the regular 4K set
4K
that
box
came
set,
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And for wow, that was even hard to find.
Yeah.
And
Oh
I
yeah.
got that on a deal. I think I paid like with tax it was like $40.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm
think
like
they
$10
released it.
this? I'm
They
good.
recently just released that box set again when the Batman came out.
Hmm.
Yeah, was in stores then. So yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned the exchange. You have a lot of hunt choices around you. You know, a lot of people complain they don't have this, they don't have that. But you
Mhm.
got like the big boxes, you got the exchange,
Mhm.
half price books, Dollar Trees. What's what's one that you wish you had nearby you that you don't?
So my buddy AJ at AJ
Hmm.
Reacts too, he stays in Indiana. Well, we have one, but it's not near close to me. But it's this replay. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the exchange, but to me, their prices are better. Like,
Hmm.
because you can find a 4K sometimes for $4. You can rarely find a 4K at the exchange for $4.
It's
Rarely.
crazy.
So if I the one that's probably the one store I wish I had near me because they would know my name going into that store because the
You're
my
coming there like Norm on
man
Cheers.
like man like man
Alex.
like because I be like AJ be posting some of the deals like I'll be like man
Hmm.
if I had that at the exchange it would be bought already like
Yep. It wouldn't
so
stay on the shelves.
yeah man that's probably the one star I wish we had near me like we got a mega replay but it's like 3 hours away from me. I'm not about to
Hmm.
drive 3 hours away to go to this store. I'm just not about to do that.
Right.
So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I'd stay broke because
Yeah.
I'd be all up in there.
Yeah, people say that too about the exchange. Like my buddy Tyler, he's like, man, if I stayed in Cleveland, I'll be broke because I'll be at the exchange every day. It's like, yeah, you can, especially for someone like if you don't have a big collection, that's probably a,
Hmm.
a great place to start buying physical media because you like the one I go to have a whole $5 section. That's the first place I immediately, um, go to
Hmm.
because they have $5 Blu-rays and sometimes you can find recent releases for like $5.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
That is absolutely crazy. Damn. Um, I went Criterion shopping over the weekend. I think I put that video up already, but um, afterwards we were trying to figure out what we're going to do next. Are we going to eat this, that? And Ryan from Disconnected said, "Well, Vintage Stock is having buy two get one free weekend." I was like, "I think we need to go to Vintage Stock." And there's like 11 of them around this area,
Oh wow,
like within 30 minutes or less.
nice.
So, it's all because Kansas City is kind of spoked out. So
Hmm.
you're in the hub and you could go any different direction, and whichever direction you go, there's a
Hmm.
vintage stock. So
Nice.
I just got a few things like my wife was like, "We don't have girls trip. We do now."
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's little finds like that where it's like, yeah, I'll buy that. It's
Hmm.
especially if you're getting it for free. Like I think I
And
found
that
Girl
was
Trip
my
for
free
like
one.
yeah, I think I found that for like $5 at the exchange. Like, oh, I'll buy that's worth $5.
Yeah, yeah. One of the things that I love about your channel is the variety of segments that you do. I mean, you have your watch alongs and your trailer reactions, reviews, hunts, of course.
Mhm.
Do you have a favorite that you like to post? Like,
My favorite probably is the Blu-ray hunting because I like going out and going out for the hunt. Um, Now the fallback to that is sometimes you go out and you might not find anything, especially with a collection as big as mine. Like sometimes it does wear on me, like, okay, I have this, I have that. Do I really want to
mhm,
buy this? Because nowadays it's more about curating your collection. Sometimes you might not, want to keep the movie. You might not want to spend the money on it.
right.
So but it's either between that or the Blu-ray updates. I'm just like talking about the physical media, showing the movies that I buy. Reviews are cool. The watch-alongs are pretty fun too. We just sit back and
Hmm.
watch a movie. This year I'll probably be doing some Christmas watch-alongs, so be ready for that for the
That'll be
holiday
fun.
season. Yeah, so yeah.
I did my first watch along. What was that, last week or the week before
Mhm.
with fans of something. Do you know
Mhm.
them?
Yeah,
Eddie and Haley. It was fun. We had a bunch of people in there. We were watching Little Shop of Horrors. But the
nice.
only thing is, if you've never seen it before, it must be
Yeah,
hard because you're trying to pay attention to the movie and
yeah.
everybody's just talking all around you.
Yeah,
So,
to me, I always recommend that you see the movie. Don't make the first time watch with us because if you do want to
hmm,
talk to us, I'd rather you pay attention to the movie.
right.
Because I always recommend people watch the movie first if you want to do the watch along with us because we're going to be talking about the movie scenes. I'm going to talk about some behind the scenes stuff. That's why I try to get into that type of stuff.
Yeah. The same thing for the people watching along in the live
Mhm.
stream. It's like, don't let this be your first time because we're going to drop some spoiler that's just going to
Yeah.
mess it up for you.
Yeah. I might talk about something that happens at the end of the movie. You haven't
Yeah,
seen
and
it
it
yet.
just started.
Yeah.
Oh man. So I have one more question before we get into the five takes. That's what we're
All
here
right.
for. Um, I'm going Thursday afternoon, so I'll just ask you, are you ready for Wakanda Forever?
Yes, I already got my tickets. It's crazy because I kind of bought my tickets late, so the theater I
Oh,
picked
really?
was almost sold out. Like there was literally no seats. I found like the two seats for me and my fiance,
Mm-hmm.
to sit next to each other, and we're like at the top, like almost near the right. So somebody already
Mm-hmm.
got the seats. I usually go because I like sitting in the middle of the theater. Um,
That's me.
yeah, I like sitting right in the middle. Like I don't like being too far or too close, but I had to pick any seats, and I like going pretty early. I
Yeah,
get off work at like 3, give me a couple hours to chill and relax. Think I'm going like around 6 something. So
that's
yeah,
what's up.
got my tickets. I'll probably be dropping my review that Friday because obviously I'll be seeing it Thursday. So expect my review for Black Panther Wakanda Forever.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on in the chat. We got people saying what's up to each other. Um, bu- 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 bu. Did you see this one? Adrian says Alex has an amazing Blu-ray collection behind him.
Why? Thank you. It took me a
That's all
long
DVDs.
time.
He
It's
lied.
all I got some DVDs, man. Expect that. I'm probably doing that too. I'll probably be doing a DVD collection video next year as well.
Hmm.
Just to catch up on my DVD because it's been like 3 years since I uploaded that video, so I'll probably be doing that too. But yeah, it took me a long time to accumulate all these movies. I don't
Hmm.
know, KB, do you have There's an app you can download to keep track of all your movies. Do you have that?
I I'm currently using the one from Blu-ray.com, and it's
Yeah.
funny. I was
Yep.
talking to Nathan Jones and Ryan from Disconnected yesterday because they were talking about the CLZ app, and I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I want to try that because it's the same thing, but it has a better scanning thing for the
Hmm.
barcode."
Yeah.
Because like if I grab something and I'm scanning it on the Blu-ray.com
Hmm.
app, sometimes
It
the
won't
the
read it.
thing don't. Yeah, so CLZ is supposed to be more reliable that way.
I think I just go to search Blu-ray.com and just type
Hmm.
in the part. I don't even go ahead. I don't even do the scanning, but just for that reason, I just go
Yeah.
ahead and search it. And if it's not on the US, like I think when I searched Moonwalker, I had to go to UK because it's not a
Mm.
US release.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah,
All right. Mika said she got her tickets for Friday. I'm also going Saturday, but it's going to be in a situation like you, like toward the back, second from the
yeah,
back. But, my podcast, I have a podcast and it's called The Center Seat because
yeah,
I like to be dead
yeah, in the
center.
center. Yeah, yeah.
Especially I'm seeing in Dolby too. I
Oh
want it
yeah,
like heights, surround.
yeah.
I want
Oh
everything
yeah,
around me.
oh
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Who else we got here? Please show Alex what I said. What did you say, monkey? Because now I got to go all the way back. I see
Yeah,
you
I think
saying
he
hi to
said. I think
Mel.
he said something up earlier. I think I did see him ask a question. Um, Not that
Okay,
one.
not that one. Y'all throwing me off here. You know I ain't good with this. Here we go.
Oh.
Greetings to the great Alex Thomas. What is your favorite Michael Jackson song to listen to when you had a bad day? You were not alone.
Not you're not. It's Man in the Mirror. That's the song I
Mm,
listen to when I'm feeling down. That's that to me. That's a pick me up song.
yeah. And were you mad at him at the end of your stream?
What do you mean?
I don't
Were you
know. He
mad at
said,
me at the end of? Are you talking about me? Oh
yeah,
no, no. He's talking about because I don't know if you follow Movie Hunter 2020, but
yeah.
he gave away his Punisher Warzone Steelbook to one of my subscribers for me hitting 5K. And I was saying I wanted the steelbook for myself. I said, just send it to
Hmm.
me. I'll take it off your hands. Be like, no, it's for the viewers. Like, all right, you're right.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
asked the question. No one answered it towards the end. It was the monkey answered the question. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay, you get the steelbook. I wasn't mad at you, monkey. No, you deserved it. You answered the question.
it's all good. It's all good.
It's all good.
Thank you, Holland. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Oh, Brother Dell, $90.
Yeah, I know.
Oof.
That's when it was brand new, and I saw it. I remember seeing it in stores. I'm like, I don't want to pay that much for these movies. I love the Steelbook collection. I love these movies, but I want to pay $90. 25. Oh, the story was the guy brought it back to the exchange, thinking these was the
Hmm.
Christian Bale movies.
Oh, he
He thought
wanted the Nolan
he
trilogy.
wanted the Nolan trilogy, but I'm like, you saw there was 4 Steelbooks.
Did you think it was like a
You
special
thought it was a
features
special
steel
features
book?
disc? Yeah, that's what you thought, huh? You thought it was a special features disc or something, but I mean, I said, I'll take it off your hand. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah. Funny enough, I still think the Blu-ray steel books are like the best packaging ever for those Nolan trilogies. I
I
still
think
love those.
I have, well, they made like 2 different versions of the Dark
These
Knight. Yeah, I don't think I have the one with him standing with the
with
fire
the
symbol.
Joker.
Yeah, I have man, can I grab it? No, it's too far. Um it's like the regular Blu-ray
Hmm.
cover with the burning bat symbol in the back. That's what I have.
Do you collect autographs on any of your movies?
No, I never go to conventions or anything like that, to
Hmm.
get them signed. I would love to have some of my physical media signed by like the director or the actors and stuff, but I never get to go to those. They never really come to Cleveland. So
Yeah. Emmett, I guess host on one. I haven't gotten back on to do a battle yet, but we'll do one day. What's up, Eddie? Man in the Mirror, good one, Alex.
yes, sir.
Adrian's sister-in-law is a big Michael Jackson fan. So is my youngest. She's a singer too, so that helps.
Nice.
All right, you ready to do these 5 takes?
Yes, yes, sir.
All right, all right. Let me bring them up here, and we will start with number one. Name the film that made you fall in love with the movies.
If you guys already know me, you guys already know what I'm about to say. It's gonna be so on the nose, and of course, it is Back to the Future, guys.
Of
I still
course.
remember the first time I saw this movie. Um, it was one of my grandma's friends showed it to me,
Hmm.
and it was on Stars. I think it was on Stars or something like that. And I'm like, "What is this? I don't know if I'm gonna like this." Once he met Doc Brown, I said, "I
Hmm.
love this movie. I love this movie." I thought Marty McFly was one of the best characters ever created. The movie to me is almost near a masterpiece. Um, I think the
The first
writing
one.
is spot on. Yeah, the first one. The first one is a near masterpiece. It can't really be touched. I think Robert Zemeckis and Bob Gale was hit. They sparked lightning in a bottle, man, with that first movie.
Yeah.
Um, I think the recasting of Michael J. Fox was the better choice. It's funny, he was supposed to be the first one before Eric Stoltz. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know that. They didn't know that, but he was first. But he couldn't do it because he was doing Family Ties at the time, and they didn't
Hmm.
think he could do both. But they just don't know how much a hard worker Michael J. Fox is because he did both. He said, "Fuck it, I want to be in this movie." Um,
Exactly. Michael P. Keaton.
yeah, but he wanted to be in this movie, so
No, Alex
um,
P. Keaton. Yeah.
Alex, yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, and then I remember I had like recorded videotapes. I got some for Christmas. I'm like, I have to record. First movie I went to record was Back to the Future because I had to keep watching on repeat. And yeah, that's the movie that made me fall in love with movies, man.
That's what's up. Number two. Name 5 of your favorite films. Not the 5, because there is no such thing, but
Right,
5 among your favorites. I
right.
kind of know where you're gonna go with at
Yeah,
least one of them.
yeah. Yeah. Back to the Future clearly is up there. Like I said, I think we talked about it when I chatted you on IG. Like I'm kind of cheat on this question because
Hmm.
I'm gonna point out the Lord of the Rings trilogy because I look at that as like one large movie. I can't just
Hmm.
pick one out of all 3. I just look at all of them as one.
Hmm.
Also, the Star Wars original trilogy, like it's hard for me to really like. I think Empire is the one that most people go to, and to me, it
Yeah.
is Empire is the best one out of the trilogy. But I have to watch the original Star Wars before I watch Empire. I can't just pop on Empire. So
Hmm.
yeah, I gotta throw the Star Wars, the original trilogy in there. And then we, of course, we talked about it off camera, the Harry Potter franchise. I can't just pick just one. I love the entire franchise, like not including the Fantastic Beast movies. They're not going to talk about those,
No,
but
no, separate.
yeah, that's separate. They actually just shelved it. I think Warner Brothers just
Yeah.
shelved it, and they said they want to do more Harry Potter movies, which is understandable because that's the
Hmm.
franchise we really want. But yeah, the Harry Potter franchise, man, it's just it's everything to me. That's the modern day Star Wars, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's this generation's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think as I grew up with the characters too. The first movie came out in 2001. I was 8 years old. By the time
Wow.
the last one came out was in 2011, I was graduating high school. So
Like them.
exactly. So like as the movies were going on, I felt like I was growing up with these characters,
Yeah.
and like we were talking about off camera, like you showed the picture of Prisoner Azkaban. That's mostly everyone's favorite, but for me, it was Goblet of Fire. Like Goblet of
Hmm.
Fire was that one that it felt like it was, it obviously Lord Voldemort came back, but also it was another through line with the characters were getting older. Like they were actually becoming teenagers.
Yeah.
I think I was becoming a teenager at that same time. So something like Goblet of Fire really, really stuck with me. Um, but yeah, I love the Harry Potter franchise. What I'm on, that was that. Oh, the last one. Okay, the last one I have to say one of my favorite movies, of course, is Terminator 2. Terminator 2 Judgment Day is one of the greatest action movies ever made. I don't care what nobody say. It's one of the greatest action movies ever made. James Cameron nailed it out the park. He said, "Okay, you love the first one. Give me a bigger budget, and I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna show you what I can do." And he definitely showed us what he can do with that
Oh yeah.
second movie, man. The fact that he brought back Arnold and made him the good guy
What
was,
a
yeah,
just
what a
like a change
switcheroo.
of play.
To me, it's like he had to do it. I think at the time, like he was already becoming the action hero at the time. So like I think he did Total Recall before he did Terminator 2. So like he was already becoming the good guy, the good action guy. So for him to
Yeah.
be the good guy, it made sense, for his
Yeah.
career. And which is messed up is like after Terminator 2 is like, well, no, he did True Lies after Terminator 2. I'm like, damn, what did Arnold really didn't come out with nothing as great as Terminator 2 after that? It kind of made me upset. And I thought about it. Even though
Not for
like True,
nothing. That was actually after his height. If you think about it, if
yeah,
you Predator, Commando, all those 80s action movies, that was like the
yeah,
height of his career, especially
yeah,
when everyone was making the Stallone Schwarzenegger comparison.
hmm,
And then here comes early 90s and you get T2 and it's like, whoa, he's not gone yet. He's
exactly,
still an attraction and still bringing in the box office numbers
yeah.
too.
Is it because he did the last action hero after that? He did the last action hero in '93, and then in '94 he did True Lies. So he had
Hmm.
like kind of and then before, like I said, the year before he did Total Recall. So
Yeah.
it's like he was kind of like coming out with something like every year. And
Hmm.
then yeah, obviously he did Jingle All the Way. We're not going to talk about that, even though I love Jingle All the Way, but
Jamie.
uh, it's Turbo Time. But yeah, T2, yeah, that's
Yeah.
I want to watch T2 now. I want to watch Terminator 2 now, and I
Do you
will
forgive
watch the
them for the
4K, guys.
4K?
I
Do you
will
forgive
watch
them?
the 4K.
Look
Uh,
what I did. Um,
what you do, man?
I went back after getting rid of it.
Oh, you went and bought the Blu-ray? Yeah. So
I rebought the Blu-ray.
I
That's
have
how serious I am.
this version. I have the Skynet edition. You've probably seen this cover before too. Let me grab it.
I still have my DVD Ultimate one where you
The
could put in the
special
code
edition.
and get the special edition
Yeah,
version.
this the
Yeah.
version I have, the Skynet edition.
Hmm.
But of course, I have the 4K and I have the Steelbook because I'm an idiot. Um,
Yeah. I
I do
couldn't do
like
it.
that version. I like that version you got because I like the cover with Arnold
Yeah.
on the front. I like that.
And apparently this has, out of all of the Blu-rays, and I think yours does too, this one has the
The
5.1
the
DTS HD mass
yeah,
audio.
yep.
So it has like the best audio mix. I'm into that stuff. So
Yeah.
um, before we continue, just check your mic. It was like doing some kind of feedback there before. Maybe it
Hello.
was your shirt like brushing
Yeah,
against it or
it
something.
might have been my jacket hitting up against the mic. Am
Other
I
than
good
that, you're
now?
good.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Let's continue on. Number three. Name a classic movie that everybody loves, but you can't stand.
Yeah, I had a hard time wrestling with this question because I was even trying to like Google movies like that everyone loves. I'm like, what can I not? What movies that a classic movie too? Because there's a lot of modern day
Oh
movies that
yeah,
I
that's what
don't
makes
like.
it easy if I just
Yeah,
say
it's like
movie.
yeah, because I was thinking like, but this not like everyone doesn't love this movie, but I jumped back to like Midsommar. Like I do not like that movie, and I was
Hmm.
like, but it's not one of those movies that everybody loves. You
It's
know,
divisive.
yeah, it's a very divisive movie, so I can't obviously I couldn't say that.
Hmm.
You want to talk about more classic? I'm not a huge like Casablanca fan. Like I don't get the
Okay,
hype for that
bringing it
one.
relevant.
Yeah, it's funny because it is coming out on 4K,
Yeah,
and t- if you're people say if you're a film lover, you gotta have it, and it's like,
not if you don't like it,
um,
man.
I think
You
I'll wait on that one. That would be
you
a
ain't gonna
Black
ever see
Friday
Gone
buy.
with the Wind in my collection because
I have gone, and that's another
that's
one.
my number three.
Yeah, that's
That's my
another
number
one. And
three.
I'll just have it because I'm a film lover, and it's like, okay, you gotta have it. It's a Best Picture winner. You gotta have it in your collection, right? I think I found
Hmm.
it for like $3. That's the only reason why I bought it because it was cheap.
Yeah,
And then obviously the controversy. I was like, okay, maybe I need to buy it because what if they cancel this movie? You can't find it anymore.
right.
Next, here come the 4K for it. Then the 4K comes out. Um, and like I said, Casablanca is one of those. Citizen Kane, like I think the movie's good, but it's another one that is like I don't see the hype for it.
Yeah.
Um,
For me, just to talk about those two, with Casablanca, I remember the first couple of times I tried to watch it, it used to come on TCM. I even got
mm,
the DVD when it first came out, and I couldn't stand it.
mm,
So I got rid of the DVD, and I still remember it was around Christmas time, and everybody's like, "Oh, you got any movies to watch?" And I just remember when Netflix used to rent discs,
yeah. Oh yeah.
and I
A lot of people
just
forget
I
about that.
said I said, let me try it again. Maybe it's me. Maybe
Yeah.
I was in a bad mood, whatever. So I sat down and watched it with my family. I still hated it. It wasn't
Yeah.
until film school
Mm,
and not really taking a look at the story or people romanticize the movie, but it's really about what was going on at the time. So a lot of times movies taken out of context, it's easy
mm,
to have a bad opinion about it. Same thing with Citizen Kane. A
yeah.
lot of things that we see, like people shooting from Dutch angles and shooting up and all that,
Mhm.
that wasn't done before that movie. The
Right.
man literally ripped up floorboards and put the camera in the floorboard
Right.
to shoot it. So it was innovation more than anything. I
Yeah.
mean, the story
Yeah.
is a story, whatever, but to realize that he made those innovative moves
Mhm.
and then say, okay, I see the importance in film history for this one, but that Criterion looks amazing.
Yeah,
I'll say that
I
much.
believe excited. And that's the thing. Another thing, I would buy it though. Like all these
Hmm.
movies, I would own it, but it's like, would I really watch it? So that's
Right,
why I haven't
right.
bought it. Like same with Citizen Kane. I had a lot of opportunities to buy that movie, but then I look at him saying I would just have it just to say I have it.
Right.
Like I don't want to. I don't. I've already have a lot of movies in my collection. Well, I have a lot, but there's certain movies in my collection I
Enough.
basically just got because it's something that you should have in your collection.
Hmm.
And I'm trying not to do that. It's hard. But
Yeah.
um, but
Because, like you said, you're always thinking, what if it goes away? What if they edit it or something
yeah,
like that? You
yeah,
want the original. Like I
yeah.
just found out the other day, like Lion King, like the 90 Disney
Mm-hmm.
animated one, the ones we're seeing on DVD, Blu-ray, 4K,
Mm-hmm.
all edited.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones that are not are the VHS and the Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Who
Yep.
knew? And
Yeah.
I saw it in theaters. I don't remember what it was originally like. You're talking what, 30 some odd years? So,
Mm-hmm. It's funny because I remember I had the DVD for The Lion King. It was like the special edition, and
Hmm.
the only way you can watch that movie was you had to watch the morning report song had to be in there. There was no way you can bypass it. You had to obviously skip it.
Hmm.
And I was so pissed. I'm like, I do not want to keep listening to this morning report song. For one, it's not a good song, and I
Hmm.
do want to hear was Yazoo singing this song. I do not want to
Zazu.
hear this. Yeah, and I would be so pissed. So when I finally bought the DVD or the Blu-ray, it
Hmm.
was the original version. Well, whatever version we get now. But yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
Adrian James, that's another one too. The Sound of Music is one I don't get the hype for either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I think for me it's almost traditional because it was something that was always on TV and it was one of my mom's favorite movies. So, you end up watching it because how
Hmm.
many hours a day do you spend having control of the TV? And it's like,
Right.
I want to watch that. So
Right.
you're like, okay, and you get up to leave the room. She's like, you sit
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Oh man. Let's flip that question then. Let's go to number 4. Name a critically hated movie that you love.
Critically hated movie that I love. Um,
Your
yeah,
boy
that's
Jay Stu said Super Mario Brothers with John Leguizamo, so I think he still takes the cake
yeah.
for that one.
I think you definitely takes the cake. Because like I know it's gonna be weird to say, but like I had some enjoyment watching Batman and Robin.
No, stop,
Like
stop.
I do. Like I look at that movie as a strictly a comedy. You can't watch it
Okay,
as a Batman movie. You
no,
can't watch
can't
it as a
take it
Batman
seriously.
movie. You gotta watch it as the 66 Batman with,
Mm-hmm.
in the 90s, because that's what it is. It's a cartoon at the end of the day. And if you watch it as that, you will have some enjoyment out of it. Like just don't even think about the Burton movies. Don't even think about Batman Forever. Regardless of want to say it's the same movie, it's same franchise. It's not. Like this is a totally different franchise.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I guess I'll pick Batman and Robin. But on the flip side, another Arnold movie, it'll probably be Jingle All the Way. Jingle All the Way is not
That's the
critically.
second time you brought up that movie. What problem you got with Jingle All the
I don't.
Way?
No, I don't. I like Jingle All the Way. It's not a good movie, but I
No,
really
but it's
enjoy it.
fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It is, and that's. I'm probably gonna be doing a watch along for that too. So if you guys want to, if you already watch Jingle All the Way, I'm doing a watch along for that one for sure. I gotta watch Arnold fly around with a jetpack as dressed as Turtle Man. I gotta
Hmm.
watch it. I gotta watch him and Sinbad chasing after each other over a freaking plastic doll. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
Hall
Um,
and Oates got he nailed it here. Oh man. Whew. I'm gonna come back to these. I'm gonna come back to these. Um, let's finish up these questions. So finally, number 5. Who would you like to see me have a conversation with on this channel?
I think talked about him earlier, but I don't know if have you done this with 4K D-Ray yet?
No.
Yeah, that's probably be someone I would love to see you have a conversation with
Mm-hmm.
on this
We
on this
we've gone back and forth and we talk about it, so it's just a matter of making it happen.
right.
I think I mean people have questions just about like the whole thing with the movie collection battle and
Hmm.
so forth. So I know it will be good. So
Yeah.
definitely D is a good one. D is definitely a good one. Let's go back and check some of these comments because people are clowning on me. I was listening to your answers here. Let's see. I'm gonna go all the way back, back. All right. So Michael says Nolan trilogy is his favorite from Batman. You're not alone.
Yeah, you're definitely not alone on that one.
Nope. Let's see. More love for the Burbs. I know I picked up Top Gun Maverick day one. It's a given. It's besides being the most lucrative movie of the year, it's also pretty much a
I,
reference quality disc.
I mean, I think it's worth it. I think it deserved all the money it got. It
Hmm.
is
And will continue
fan
to.
It is fantastic. I recently watched it on 4K, and I agree. It is a reference quality disc. The IMAX
Yep.
scenes look fantastic. The
Yep.
audio, the
The audio
audio
is.
is so good. The
I
audio on
wish I could give
the first
everyone
one
a
is good.
Dolby Atmos setup just so you could experience this movie the right way.
Oh yeah, yeah. The scene where he flies, like when he surprised them, when he just flies through
Mm-hmm.
them, you literally
Yeah.
hear it going, phew,
Whew.
past you. Like, oh man,
Yep.
it's amazing, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think uh Top Gun Maverick might be my favorite movie of the year. Like, I love the Batman. The Batman still is up there,
Yeah.
but Top Gun Maverick is it's right there, man. And
Yeah.
I've only seen it twice.
I was like between Maverick, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and the Batman, and they just kept jockeying
Mhm.
position. But that 4K, man, that put it over the top. That
Man,
definitely put it over the top. Are you a Janet Jackson fan? Also, Alex.
no, not really. I like her songs, but I'm not a. I'll take Mike over Janet.
It's a different lane. I mean, the
Hmm.
production that Flight Time did with her,
Yeah.
it gives more of like a Minneapolis R&B soul sounds
Hmm.
than Mike was just straight pop.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
definitely different. Yes, he was born to play Marty McFly.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
I recently seen a video with both of them. I think they were at like a convention or something. It just makes me
hmm
so sad, man. Like to see him,
Yeah,
with his, with Parkinson and stuff. It's if you watch him, like if you watch his movies, he just so live and energetic. If like he just go from 0 to 100 real quick. But now it's like he can't really do it.
yeah. We got to get Mika to watch some Star Wars movies.
Oh yes, yes, Mika.
Maybe one of those days when we have like a nationwide nor'easter going on or something,
Hmm.
and everybody's just stuck at home.
Yeah,
Just be like, break out your Disney Plus, break out
yeah.
your 4Ks, and everybody just watch. We'll have a big grand watch along, and everybody just watch Star Wars movies
Yeah, because
together.
that's the thing. People ask me what was I gonna do a watch along for the Star Wars movies, and I said I think the day that May the 4th was, I had to work. I had to work, so I
Mm,
couldn't do it on May the 4th. And then on May the 5th, I was gonna watch Revenge of the Sith,
yeah,
for Revenge of the Fifth, but I couldn't do it either. So maybe next year, we'll see how next year goes, and maybe I will do like a Star Wars marathon. If I'm off on the 4th, maybe I will do on May the 4th, just do a Star Wars day, just watch all Star Wars movies on YouTube.
that'll be dope. You ever seen the Maltese Falcon?
Oh no.
That's another good classic movie. Let's see. Thank you for all these comments, by the way, people. I appreciate you being here, especially for my first live stream. I appreciate it. And for those watching on the replay, please like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. You know what it is.
Right.
You know what it is. Jingle All the Way is a fun movie.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man.
Uh,
Hit me and if that was today, if that movie was made today, it'll be looking for a PS5.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
exactly what
pretty
that movie
much.
would be.
Almost 2 years later, and it's still an
E- e-
exclusive kind of
exactly.
thing to find. It's
Oh
amazing.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's to tell you what their supply chain is like.
Oh yeah.
Uh, okay. And right after that, we have a different
Everything
view.
Everywhere All at Once is your favorite. Yeah.
The reason I say it's like a snow day is I still remember, ooh, and this is going back. So I had all the Holy Trilogy, as we call it,
Mm.
the three original movies on VHS, and it was a snow day, and my wife said she'd never seen it. I was like,
Mm.
we ain't got nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Let me put in episode 4 for you.
Yes, sir.
So, and we watched all three back to back, and
Nice.
that was great. What was taking out the Lion King, brother? I don't know,
Yeah, we're
but
still trying to figure it out.
yeah, I'm sure there's a wiki on it. So,
Yeah. Like for Aladdin,
oh,
they
they
took out
added a
the
song.
Oh, they added a song. It's probably was the Morning Report. That's probably what I was talking about. But like
hmm
for Aladdin, they took out the original song. Like that first opening song was not that song. It was a different song with different lyrics, and they had to change it because of I guess it was something against the culture or whatever. So
Mhm.
the only way you going to hear that original song if you have the original tape or you have
Mhm.
the cassette tape with the music.
Yeah. The old Disney clamshells.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh man, I just want to thank you for your time tonight. We planned this and then we put it together impromptu, so it was
Yeah.
like a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But tell the people where they could find you.
All right. If you guys want to check me out, just search Alex Thomas or Alex Thomas Reviews or Alex Thomas Blu-rays to find my channel. If you guys enjoy physical media, watch-alongs, trailer reactions, reviews, all that type of stuff, just go ahead and check me out, man. I try to upload as much as I can during, in the course of the weeks. And yeah, so go check me out if you want to. I just hit 5,000 subscribers, and I appreciate all you guys for checking me out.
Yeah, man. Congrats on that. And to close us out, Mika has one last channel, which I actually had this question, Mika. See, like minds, like minds. So the question is, well, thank you. Um, what is your hope for your channel within the next year?
What I hope for my channel for the next year.
Mm-hmm.
I know I talked about earlier this year, but I want to do more collabs, like more collaborations when it comes to doing more live streams or even like meetups.
Mm-hmm.
Like going to, I know sometimes resources doesn't allow me to do it, but like go to other states and cities to meet these, other guys. Like maybe we could do a meetup. We all go to one spot. I think like Movies and Sue, they always do that. They go like to Bull
Bull
Moose.
Moose.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
maybe something like
that
that.
looked like fun.
Yeah, maybe that's another thing too. Obviously, gain more subscribers. I would love to hit 10,000 subscribers. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Um, but
for
yeah, that's
sure.
that's the one thing I want to do. I like talking to the community. Meeting new people.
Yeah. One of my favorite videos of yours is when you, AJ, J Stu, and Tababi met
Mhm.
up and you did hunting. I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah, it's
And then I was
cool,
like,
man.
then Durant and Sue was like, oh, you need to come back east. I was like, I want to do that too.
Yeah, yeah. And
So
I think what they
I
said.
might head back east.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
said Bull Moose is like in New Hampshire or something like that.
yeah,
So
yeah. So it's
for
right
me, it'll
above
be the
Boston.
drive. For me, it'll be the drive. That's the thing. Like I
Yeah.
know it'll be a drive for me, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, now it's about to get cold, so I don't know if I'm about to be driving out in the cold. Might
Yeah,
have to
I'm
wait till
already
next
thinking
year.
spring. I'm
Yeah,
already thinking
wait till
spring.
spring or maybe the summer for me going
I,
out there.
I ain't coming to the O in winter.
Oh no,
I got
no,
stuck
no.
in Dayton one time. I
Oh
said one
no.
time.
Yeah, no, no, no. Like I said, I'm trying to get out of it. That's the problem. I'm trying to get out of Ohio.
Yeah,
And I know the one thing I'm gonna miss is the exchange. That's probably the one place I'm gonna miss when I move out of this state. 'Cause I do want to move out
yeah,
of Ohio. I want to move either down south or out west. That's my goal. That's my
that's dope.
my plan in the future. Um,
Yeah.
so it's probably gonna be different videos if I ever move out here. No more exchange, guys.
That's okay. That's okay. You'll make it happen. You'll
Yeah,
find something.
for sure.
So once again, everyone, before you leave, go ahead and leave a like. Share this with other people on your IG or on your YouTube. We would appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
It's good promotion for both Alex and for myself. And bro, I want to thank you again.
I appreciate you for having me on.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, peace out.